Hello and welcome to the Oscars Rundown post show. Today we're talking about producing. Matthew?
Winning at the Oscars is considered one of the most prestigious honours in film. We're going to talk about what it takes to get there.
Brilliant. So, we'll talk about this year's winner. Best film. Who was the producer?
The producer for Parasite, which won the Best Picture this year, was I can't say that.
Bong Joon-ho. It was Bong Joon-ho.
Bong Joon-ho.
So obviously, what I want to know is how much creative control does a producer have? And obviously with Bong Joon-ho, he was the producer, but he was also the director, so obviously he'd have all the creative control. Whereas in most films, the producer wouldn't have a lot of creative control at all.
Yeah,
because
really.
they're there. The job of a producer is purely, mainly business.
Yeah,
really.
they come up with the idea, but then it really gets stuck out of their hands, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, a lot of the time it's not even their idea. All they do is
Yeah.
they find an idea, whether that's an adapted
It could have been done
screenplay,
before, and then they adapt it. Yeah.
and then a writer might come to them. They might find a writer. They might find a story that they wanna get a writer for. Then they'd obviously escalate that, find a commissioner, a distributor for it, and then obviously get funding for it, which is probably the biggest part of the job of a producer, because the funding is a pivotal part of the film.
You gotta make someone pay for your idea.
Well, exactly, yeah. And then after that, then you just go with it. You get your crew, you get the people you want to work with, and then they do the rest of the work for you.
I think that's one of the most important parts, finding your crew.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And that's what obviously Bong Joon-ho this year excelled in.
Exactly.
Now, what I want to know is how important is experience?
Well, experience is really helpful when producing a film. Obviously, this year's winner, Bong Joon-ho, he's 50 years old now, so he's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think that's definitely helped him with his Oscar win this year. He hasn't just been doing it for a year or so. All his life he's been making films.
Yeah, I agree. I think that is the most important asset you really need as a producer.
You need to know how to control a crew, what they need to do, and getting that story across to the audience.
Yes, without a doubt. Because you look at producers, the biggest producers, they always start off as maybe an actor or a director. They have years in the industry, and then they produce.
I think they learn every part and they know how important it is to have those little things all together.
Every cog in the wheel, they need to know how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And therefore, experience is probably the most pivotal thing you can ever have.
Definitely. So being a producer involves a lot of responsibilities. Obviously, you're going to be working a lot of unsociable hours all through the night. If you're getting that night shot that you really want, you're not going to do that in the middle of the day. You're going to be filming whenever, wherever. They need to be organised and confident to be able to control the crew and get that story told.
I mean, also, you're never going to get away from your work, because always someone's going to be hounding you, asking you for whether this location's right, whatever. So you're never going to get away from it, and it is definitely the most stressful.
It's a 24/7 job, isn't
it? Without a doubt, yeah. It's definitely the most stressful role.
Yeah.
But it does probably have the biggest payoff.
Probably, yeah.
In any way possible, financially.
It's known. There's this theory about it, isn't it? The producer's always the main man, the main woman. Big money, everything.
They call the shots.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, Matthew, why do you want to be a producer?
For me, I think it's all about working as a team.
Yeah.
I like having those people with you, getting every different part of the job all adds together to create this thing, and then being the leader of that team is an exciting thing.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, what about you?
For me, I do love being a leader, and I feel like I'm quite savvy business-wise, and I feel like I can control a budget. I feel like I can control a team. I feel like I can really keep the wheels turning on a production.
Exactly, that's what you need.
Yeah, and and I feel like both of us have the tools to be a producer, and obviously the benefits are great.
Exactly, the money is not bad.
The money is not shabby at all, but yeah, definitely.
Exactly. It's all. I think it's more about working your way up, isn't it? You're not gonna leave university or something like that and go straight into producing.
No.
It's working your way up from the bottom, running,
getting that experience.
Exactly. Maybe directing a little bit,
Yeah.
first assistant, and then working your way up to that big producing award-winning films.
Yeah, without a doubt. Brilliant. So that was me and Matthew with producing. We'll see you next time. Thank you.